Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to learn how to format paragraphs in Microsoft Word. In the previous lesson, we learned how to change fonts and text styles. Today, we are not changing the letters, we are changing how the paragraph looks. We'll use a short story called The Laptop That Changed Everything to practice together. Welcome. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to align text, change the line spacing, add space before and after paragraphs, use indentation, create bullet and numbered lists. Let's start our main lesson. All paragraph formatting tools are found in the paragraph group under the Home tab. This is the Home tab, and this is the paragraph group. All paragraph formatting tools are found here. You can see where my mouse is pointing at. This section is the paragraph group. Let's start with alignment. I'll quickly scroll to the next page where we have a story we've created. The Laptop That Changed Everything. Let's start with alignment. Select, click. Let's start with left alignment. This is the alignment. The left alignment, you can see where I've placed my cursor, and it's commonly used for body text and makes document easier to read. In the previous lesson, we had said before you try to change anything on the word or the paragraph or the sentence of the word you want to edit, you have to select it first. So let's start by editing this first paragraph to change the alignment. Already the document is in left alignment, so let's make it center alignment. That's how you do it. You see that the text has changed. You see the text has changed. It has started from the center. Everything goes to the center. This is how the center alignment looks like, and you can see the difference in both in the next paragraph. How the first paragraph is, this next paragraph is left aligned. So we can go to the last paragraph and do right alignment so that you can see the difference. The first paragraph is center aligned. The second paragraph is left aligned. And the third paragraph, let's make it right aligned. So we select the paragraph first, and then we click right alignment. It has moved our text to the right, meaning the text from the right side are kind of in a straight line. Unlike left alignment, the text from the left are looking to be on a straight line. Center alignment, text are starting from the center and arranged in the center. You see. Alignment controls how your text sits between the left and the right margins. These are the margins. So alignment controls how the text sits on your document, either to the left, center, or to the right. Remember, we also have another kind of alignment we call the justify alignment. When we're going to make these 3 paragraphs in justified alignment, you see the difference. This is the justify alignment. You distribute your text evenly between the margins. Distribute your text evenly between the margins. This is to say, text from the left and to the right of your document, the entire document, are like in a straight line. Let's do it. We've selected our text and we click justify. You see the difference? This is how to justify a text looks like. It is more in a more of a professional kind of writing style. So the next we move to line spacing. Now let's change the line spacing. Select all the paragraphs. Click the line spacing button and choose 1.5. Yeah? This is the line spacing button. Line, you can see it's written line and paragraph spacing. So we select it. The most commonly used spacing style for official documents, it is these three: 1.15, 1.5. So we want to change our document to 1.5. 1.5. You see the difference? You see the difference in our document? This is how our document has ended up being. It is more spaced. Let's do it again with another spacing style. Like for example, you can play around with this one. When you go to 3, it quite separates them. So when we put 1, this is how it is. It gets squeezed. We put 1.5, we put 1.5, 2, 3. That's the difference, and that is how we space our text. So we simply space text according to the requirement. If you're writing a CV, there is a certain format you're supposed to use. If it is an official document, there's a certain format you're supposed to use. If you're doing academic writing, you're actually given instructions on what to do. The next thing we're going to learn, we're going to see spacing before and after. So we're going to open the paragraph dialog here. Here you can add space before and after paragraph. For example, set before 12 points. You see spacing? Let's do it 12 points. These instructions you're actually given, or you should know depending on what kind of document you're writing. After, it's already set to 8, and then you click OK. Okay. One thing I had mentioned earlier, you select your text. You select your text. We can Control A to select everything. And then we come to spacing. Before and after, we put 12 and then say OK. So that is how we space our entire document. Indentation, it is our next thing to look at. Indentation moves text away from the page margin. It moves text away from the page margin. So it helps show structure in document like letters, reports, and reference lists. Here are 4 main types: left ident, right ident, first line ident, hanging ident. Let's practice. We do the first paragraph. We do first line indents. First line indents. We say double and then OK. See what it has done to our document. Then the second line, we're going to do left, or we do the hanging indent. Yeah. We select hanging indent. We do it 1.5 and click OK. You see how our text has become. You see how our text has become. And the third line, let's apply the left indent. First line, left indent, we do 1 centimeters and say okay. You see it has moved our paragraph 1 centimeter from the margin. This is where you see this cursor blinking. This is where our text should start at, but we have made a left indent on this third paragraph. It has moved it 1 centimeter from here where the cursor is blinking to where the letters are starting from. That's the left indent. Next, we're going to look at bullets and numbering. To create a list, you have to select your text. From our text, we have this section of lesson learned. We want to create a list. It is already there, but it is not numbered. So we want to select this one and then come to numbering, bullets. When you press here, you immediately put the bulletins. You can click this small arrow in the bulletin area to see the different kind of bulletins you can use. Either the circle, you can use the star, tick. You see my document is changing according to where I'm pointing. You see the difference. You see the difference in numbering. Once I'm pointing my mouse on a certain kind of numbering, this is what happens. You see? So for now, I'm going to use the bullets. I'll select that. You can decide to number this as 1, 2, 3, 4. So you come to this next section and also expound it to see more on ways of numbering. You can have 1, 2, 3. You can have 1 in this format with the Roman, capital, small. All these designs are there depending on your preference. You choose. So for me, I'm going with 1, 2, 3, for example. Remember, you can also use this kind of numbering. When you are numbering, you have point under a certain point under a certain point, subheadings. So that is it for our today's lesson. Please practice, pause the video, do the practice of different alignments and spacings we've covered, indentation, paragraph spacing, and then you can always come back to the video, replay it, and do the practice at home. Recap. In this lesson, we have learned to align text, to change the line spacing, adjust paragraph spacing, use indentation, create list. Paragraph formatting helps your document look clean and professional. Thank you so much for watching. Our next lesson, we learn how to insert images and tables. See you in the next video. Thank you.